Professional mobile editing has been around for a while now. After all, it's almost LumaFusion's 7th birthday. But as advanced as the technology is getting with every update, and the more and more video producers we see from all over the world embracing new storytelling techniques, we're also aware there's quite a few of you guys feeling a little bit stagnant in your creative processes and haven't tried out new tools or features in a while. And trust me, we get it. It's easy to do, what with home life and family life. Learning new technology and embracing different workflows can seem just like one more job to add to the list. But by giving new things a go and taking a bit more time to continuously build on your skill sets, you can actually make your lives easier when you're telling stories through video and have a lot more fun in the process. So with that being said, today we're diving into 3 powerful in-app features that can take your video editing game to the next level: Multicam Studio, Storyblocks, and Cut Pro XML Export. They're all integrated into LumaFusion, so they're ready to use at your fingertips. So let's get started. First up, we have Multicam Studio. LumaFusion's Multicam Studio truly shines in scenarios where you're editing content from a variety of cameras, which have all captured the same moment from different angles. So consider multi-camera interviews or music videos. In these situations, Multicam Studio allows you to synchronize and seamlessly switch between various angles with simple taps, significantly speeding up the editing process. So let's take a look at this interview here, where we have 2 cameras shooting at the same time, one from the front and one from the side. Rather than painstakingly trying to align the frames of the 2 cameras on the timeline, we can simply open a multicam container and sync the 2 videos together in less than a matter of minutes, ready to edit in the switcher as if we were in a television studio, watching and listening to the action unfold and picking the best angle. In LumaFusion, you can sync up to 6 cameras, like in this example here, the shooting of a music video. You can see here we have 6 cameras filming the action from different viewpoints. We've got some wide shots in there and some close-ups, all of which are there to feed the viewer different information and keep the shoot interesting as they're watching. Again, rather than trying to layer up and sync these clips on the timeline before cutting between the cameras, we can just tap the Add Clip icon, open a new multicam container, and proceed to add our material that we want syncing down to these drop zones, one for each camera. We also, in this case, are going to be using the primary drop zone, which is for main audio tracks that we don't want cut during the switching process. Now, we don't have to use this, but in this scenario, it's great for adding the professional recording of this band's playing that they're miming along to. Now we just tap this icon here to choose our syncing method. And once that's all done, we can exit the synchronizer and head to the switcher to play our video back and edit like a pro. Multicam Studio is a versatile tool for any creator, whether you're working on commercial shoots, work content, or even home videos. For example, it can be used to synchronize a single video clip with separately recorded audio, or perhaps a way to make recordings of your Zoom presentations a lot cleaner. Whatever you use it for, Multicam Studio takes the hassle out of the process, so you can focus on telling your story your way. Now let's chat about the use of Storyblocks in our editing, which is a treasure trove for content creators that's worth digging into, whatever your project. Up here in the LumaFusion library, you'll see Storyblocks, a royalty-free bank of footage, backgrounds, audio, and sound effects. Many users will delve into this content to find clips which might be challenging or expensive to shoot themselves, like breathtaking aerial views of landscapes, rare wildlife footage, or even 3D animations. Now, these are the kinds of visual elements that can add a professional touch to your videos. But as many users are now exploring, they don't have to just be used as B-roll. For example, think about how you can integrate this footage into your opening titles, where perhaps you can make a really striking animation using multiple layers and transitions, and then export with the video codec HEVC with transparency, which makes for an awesome video you can layer onto each episode of your YouTube series. Or perhaps you can use Storyblocks content to make your lower thirds or subtitles stand out by cropping and resizing backgrounds, or perhaps adding colour and effects to your work to give that fashion vlog or nature documentary the wow factor. But I have to say, I love using Storyblocks to create snazzy GIFs for social media. To do this, you just drag your favourite parts of your chosen clips down to the timeline and export as a GIF animation. That's a social post made and exported in just a few minutes. For For those of us that want to add music and sound effects to our videos, which let's face it is all of us at some point as they can really set the tone of our videos, we can use Storyblocks to search through a huge range of audio and sound effects, which we can filter through for the mood we're trying to set and vibe we're going for, adding a bit more pizzazz to our work. Remember that in LumaFusion, you can also edit your podcasts and radio shows, so getting creative with audio is essential if you want to hook your audiences in and keep them there. And finally, we have the capabilities of our powerful Final Cut Pro XML export feature. Great for those of you that also love to edit on Final Cut. Final Cut Pro XML Export enables you to seamlessly transfer your LumaFusion projects into Final Cut Pro on the Mac. And why would you want to do this? Well, Final Cut Pro is a robust desktop editing application with additional advanced features and capabilities that complement LumaFusion. By exporting your project as an FCPX XML file, you can continue your editing journey on a desktop platform, leveraging the full potential of Final Cut Pro. This is especially beneficial for users who prefer Final Cut for certain editing tasks or need access to its specific functionalities. I also find it's a great way to encourage your colleagues and friends to get started with mobile editing on LumaFusion, as they'll know they can transfer to the comforting large screens of Final Cut Pro desktop editing software in just a few clicks should they want to. Edit on the go in LumaFusion and then smoothly transfer your work to the desktop. So there you have it, folks. Multicam Studio, Storyblocks and Final Cut Pro XML Export. Whether you want to try one or all of them, these features are designed to empower you, whether you're a beginner or a seasoned pro. Stay on our YouTube page or check out the information in the description for in-depth guides on how to harness the full potential of these game-changing tools. Let us know if you have any questions. We've got a range of training workshops for you to try and an amazing customer service team that can work with you on any issues you're having. So this is really time to bite the bullet, invest in your craft and let your creativity soar with LumaFusion.